Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starko Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. If you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code Starko to get a free starter pack. To do so, it is pretty simple, guys. You go in the settings, use a promo code, and you enter the code Starko, STARKO. You press OK and you will receive a free starter pack, giving you a huge head start into the game. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the freebie. So guys, today we're gonna be jumping with our first dwarf character spotlight. We're gonna be starting with Zappy today, and also guys, in the gameplay section we're gonna be showcasing the two half pig and the two dwarves that are currently available on the test server. So not only you get to see Zappy, guys, but you get to see everything that's coming this month on the live server. So that is what it is, guys. So let's jump into the roster here, the heroes, and let's select Zappy. So those are the four characters, Baldwin, Zappy, Centurion, and Bar and Rel, that we're actually going to be showcasing in this video. But deeply talking about, it's going to be the character spotlight is going to be about Zappy. This is the only one that actually is fully optimized right now. So we're going to jump on Zappy. We're going to go through the skills, we're going to go through the runes, what you should be building her, and how you should be building her, and how you should be playing Earth. That is what we're gonna be going through in this video. So let's start with the skills, guys. We're gonna start with the passive ability intensity generator. For each 1% for a charge, gain a 0.5% critical damage increase. If at the end of the turn charge is less than 50%, restore 40% of the turn meter. Baldwin receive the same buff, loses 10% charge upon taking damage. Apply hurt power to Baldur at the start of the battle, and for actually for example, put that at level 5, you do lose a lot. So I do believe this skill is actually at least going to be a level 6 skills mandatory. Now if you can get it to level 7, might be good, but I don't actually see a huge difference between both, to be honest. You get turn meter a little bit more, but that is pretty much it. So I think level 6 here on this skills will actually be optimal. If we go with the third skill here, critical pirouette. That's actually a French name. That's cool. Apply critical damage increase for 2 turns to all allies. Recover 15% charge and additional 10% charge to Baldwin and herself, and for each day's stack on the opponents. If Zappy charge reach 100%, she and Baldwin gain a potency increase for 2 turns. So if we actually look at the skills here, if you reduce that, you lose critical damage to all allies. So this skill is going to be the most important to get to a level 7 because of that critical damage that is applied to all allies for 2 turns. If we go with the second ability, split of the firmament, deal 330% physical damage to all enemies. Prolong all armor decrease effect on enemies for 2 turns. Consume 25% charge, and for a 1% charge consume, gain a 4% chance to inflicted days. So this is going to be pretty awesome. If you reduce that, you lose 50% damage, and armor decrease prolong for 1 extra turn. So I do believe that this skill is going to be probably the second most important to get to level 7. And the first skill is the basic ability, bidding armor, deal 330% physical damage to an enemy, consume 15% charge. For every 1% of charge, a custom charge, the critical chance of this attack is increased by 5%, landing a critical hit. Inflict a critical chance decrease for 2 turns. It's actually pretty awesome if you actually drop that to level 6. The changes are not that much. You lose a little bit of physical damage, but it is a single target ability, so this ability at level 6 is totally fine. Now if we go with the priority to level 7 abilities, because now we don't talk about level 6 ability as priority, we talk about level 7. Number 1 is critical pirouette. Number 2 is the split of the firmament. Number 3 is a bidding armor, and number 4 is intensity generator. So those are the priority for the level 7 abilities. Now, how do you play this this character? Well, this character is actually pretty simple. You want to use the critical pirouette on cooldown to get that critical damage increase for 2 turns to all allies. Then you want to use the split of the firmament, wow, I cannot say this word, sorry guys, on cooldown, and then you want to fill with the basic ability. So this is one of the kind of characters that it's pretty much the higher skills that's available. You use it on cooldown, and then you use the rest of the skills you know, in priority, like 3 2 1, pretty much. It's pretty simple. Now if we take a look at runes, what's going to be really important on her is critical chance, because she gets a lot of critical damage. And also, if the first ability apply critical hit, well, you're going to apply critical chance decrease on the enemy, which is actually pretty damn awesome. So you're going to get about 50% critical chance, you want to get over 200% critical damage. Those are pretty much the barometers you want to reach. And also you want to get at enough speed, which is at about 200%, and 80% plus potency is my recommendation, because she still have to apply days to actually buff up some of her abilities. So that potency is very important. So a lot of important stats on her. So we're gonna go through the runes, how to set up the runes, primary, secondary, to achieve those stats, obviously. So obviously I'm gonna be going with 6 runes of critical chance to increase that critical chance to 50% as much as possible. Primary, you want to go with well, the most important primaries, it's northeast primary, you want to go with speed. South primary, you want to go with critical damage, because you already get enough critical chance. And then the top left primary, you want to go with potency, so you you know, you apply that days on a most regular basis. Now at secondary stats, the stats you want to go for is speed, critical chance, and a potency. So if we take a quick look at my runes here, you can see we have speed, critical chance, we have potency here, we have speed, potency, we have speed, missing a little bit on this one, we have speed, missing on this one a little bit, but great speed though. And then we have speed again, so could definitely get more potency, could definitely get more critical chance, but we do have a lot of speed from that. Now if we actually take a look at artifacts, you want to go critical damage or potency or critical chance, depending on the stats you are actually lacking the most. Like I already have my 50% critical chance, so don't need critical chance. I already have my 80% plus potency, so I'm good. So the stats that was left out after that was critical damage, so we went with a artifact of critical damage. Obviously if I actually get this artifact to 5 stars, we could get 48% critical damage instead of 24%. That will be much better, but still 24% is pretty solid, and that is literally the only thing we care about with this artifact, is to get as much critical damage as possible. So in the next section, guys, we're going to be jumping in arena, and we're gonna showcase this team, which is gonna be lead Goram with Barrel, Centurion, Zappy, and Bordwin, because I don't think I have a lead. No, I don't have a dwarf lead yet. So this is the team we're gonna be going with, and we're gonna face the mirror team pretty much. And just so you guys can show how they works against each other and see, you know, a good run of one of those teams, obviously. So we're gonna be facing a Nilla test here. We're gonna set the speed not too fast, and we're gonna set that on autoplay so you guys can see it in action. Now it's not about me beating the other opponent, the opponent beating me. It's about showcasing what those teams can actually do, and obviously one of those teams is going to be the other team that is just basic. So we're going to set that on speed number 2. I'm going to take a look at how those speed number 3, I guess that is a little bit too slow. So speed number 3, I'm going to see what kind of damage they can actually do. You're going to see at some point the damage is starting to be pretty solid. So that's it's actually pretty interesting. Wow, we just one-shot something. That was great. That was a lot of damage, and that you can see that's why critical chance, critical damage is so strong with those teams, because when you get that critical hit, it does so much damage. so much freaking damage, and that daze prevent a critical hit, which is if you the first team to start applying daze on the other team is pretty much gonna get the advantage, which is why the potency is very important on all the dwarf and FP, at least the one we do have in the team right now. So you can see here we got a huge critical hit thanks to the critical damage buff that Zappy is bringing. So power-wise, both teams was about the same. I'm 169,000, Nilik was 166,000. So, and earlier when I tested it, I actually got wrecked. So it really depends on who actually gets the proper buff and debuff rolling first. But this is the gameplay of this team. So I wanted to showcase that to you guys so you can actually see it in action. Now we're gonna take a quick look to see if we can actually find another arena fight where people as a different teams. And no, I was hoping to find something, maybe position number 4. Oh, there we go. So we have a semi-meta team, so we're gonna try to face that on autoplay and see the difference. You know, buff with Kiri can actually change the data, so we're gonna face that. Obviously I have a much higher power, but still it's gonna be interesting to see how they fare against the metas, some of the metas, to be honest. Still missing talent though, which totally sucks, but this is the best we can actually face off with today in this video. So let's set that to autoplay again and let's see how this is gonna go. That's gonna be very interesting. Let's see what kind of damage they can actually do to this team, to be honest, especially to Kiri. And you can see Kiri actually, wow, that damage, man. Buff just disappeared. Like literally buff just disappeared. So it looks like this is definitely gonna be the new meta team, guys, without a single doubt. The damage is just freaking ridiculous if you play them together. Imagine how they're gonna work a single race together, which is clear this team, that will actually be a very hard team in the arena right now in less than a minute, like literally in less than a minute on speed number 3. So that just showcase how strong this team is gonna be. We were facing, well, I'm trying to find the power of that team. Give me a sec, guys. Trying to pop, there we go. 136,000 power team here, and pretty much all they were missing is actually talent, and the buff was actually 30,000 power and literally got one shot by AoE ability. So that just show how strong this team is gonna be, how strong the elf pig and the dwarf are gonna be. So they are definitely gonna be the new metas in the game. So I kind of wanted to show that to you guys. Anyway, guys, hopefully this video is helpful for you guys. Well, it was helpful. If you have any question, comment, feedback, let me know in the comment section down below. As always, or you can reach me out directly on my Discord server. The link is in the description down below. So before I forget, guys, I want to make sure that I wish you guys all a very, very, very happy holiday season. Hopefully 2021 is going to be a better year for all of you guys. Obviously, I cannot get worse than COVID-19 in 2020, and at least in the US, terrible government to help the people. But yes, 2021 has to be a better year, definitely, for all of you guys, and I hope that it will be the case. Again, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for our daily gaming content. Make sure to drop a like on this video to show your support to the channel, and also help increase the exposure on this video so YouTube can promote this video a little bit more. Also, guys, you all keep enjoying playing Dragon Champion, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.